Your 100th career reception, also your first touchdown of the season. How'd that feel?
Yeah, felt good. I didn't realize it was my 100th reception, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, great overall team win. Thought the guys played well, so it was a good one. Especially get it here, it always feels good.
Over 100 yards receiving today. Do you remember the last time you did that? It's your second career game with over 100 yards.
Probably my freshman year against Auburn. I think that was the only time I've done it other than that. So
that's correct. Carson Beck today back at home. It's a homecoming for him. He played here when I think he was 11 years old. Yeah. Could you tell how much this meant to him today?
Oh my gosh, it meant the world to him. He's been fired up. I mean, he says it all week. He's been waiting 4 years to play in this game, so there's so much emotions for him, and for him to go out there and stay composed and lead us and play the way he did, I'm super proud of him.
Was it weird not having Brock Bowers out there with you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's always on the field, so but he was right there with us, supporting us, jumping up and down as much as he could. So yeah, I'm super excited for him to get back with us and stuff, and he's rehabbing as hard as he can, so I know he's going to do everything he can.
Even though he's not playing, how much leadership can you gather from him from the sideline?
Yeah, no doubt. Like I said, he's right there. I mean, especially with Oscar and Lawson, talking to those tight ends, just letting him know what he sees. So he does an awesome job with that. He's been around us since he's got hurt. He's out there just doing everything he can. So,
Carson, would you say today's a full circle moment for you? Given everything you just said, grew up here, played here, this meant a lot to you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a huge moment for me, a huge moment for this team. Just to come into a rivalry game like this, much anticipated from not only me but everybody, and get that type of win and execute at a high level, that's huge for us.
The ball out quite a lot. A lot of people were wondering how you guys would respond without Brock Bowers. Would you say you guys responded pretty well?
Yeah, I mean, we've got so many guys that can make plays. And when our offensive line is playing the way that they do and we can comfortably hand the ball off and run it, it opens up the pass game, opens up so many different things that we can do and just, continue to execute.
I'm not sure if you noticed JDJ today. I mean, he was all over the field, a pass breakup, a sack. Last year when I talked to him, he was not happy with the defensive performance that you guys had, but I think you would agree with me when I say this year you guys did a little better.
Yeah, definitely, man. I feel like, and that happened throughout practice this week. We had a damn good week of practice, man, and I feel like in order for us to get to where we want to go, we gotta have, elite practices, man. And I honestly feel like we won this game throughout the week. And like I said, Pop, man, he's a hell of a player, man. He's one of the leaders of this defense. The guy comes in to work day in and day out. And really, just a true indicator of, this defense really goes how Pop goes. Being that linebacker spot, you have to be one of the key vocal guys and really a true leader on the team. And I feel like he does his job very well, man.
On that opening drive, you guys gave up a touchdown. Back-to-back games now that you guys have given up a touchdown on the opening drive, 3 total this season, because South Carolina, I know, you don't want me to remind you, right, Vandy, and today. What is it about that first drive where you guys might struggle a little bit?
We got to wake up, man. We can't come into a game timid, especially down this stretch, man. We can't come into games giving up first drive touchdowns, man. That's not our standard, and we can't win games like that. So we definitely got to dial in and do better on that one.
Florida-Georgia is usually the game that decides the East. If you ask me, not this season. That game is next weekend in Athens when the Dawgs host Mizzou. Nonetheless, this is a rivalry game. Both teams will show up. Quarterback Carson Beck, he gets to start in his first Florida-Georgia Saturday afternoon. It'll mean a little more to him than most. Beck's from Jacksonville. He played high school ball 19 miles from where I'm standing. Mandarin High School won a state title while he was there. This is a game he knows all too well. Beck's completing over 70% of his passes this season. He's thrown for over 2,000 yards. Head coach Kirby Smart was asked if Beck was acting any differently heading into the game, knowing it's Beck's homecoming. Smart said he didn't think so, adding he continues to work on the things that are going to give us a chance to win. And it'll be Beck's first game without his favorite target, tight end Brock Bowers. More on his absence and how it'll affect the game coming up at 11. Reporting from TIAA Bank Field, Emily Gagnon, Atlanta News First. What appeared to be an easy schedule when the season started has suddenly become a lot tougher starting tomorrow against the Gators. Over the next 4 weeks, Georgia will face Florida, Mizzou, Ole Miss, and Tennessee, and they'll do it without star Brock Bowers. There's no timeline for his return, but head coach Kirby Smart told us the tight end has been at walkthroughs and with the team at different times throughout the week. Leading up to Saturday's game, Florida head coach Billy Napier talked about Bowers, saying he made the Dogs really hard to defend. Ultimately, the matchups change, but, quote, They're not lacking for skilled players. They got them all positions, end quote. Sophomore tight end Oscar Delp and freshman tight end Lawson Lucky are the two who'll have to make plays in Bauer's absence. Though head coach Kirby Smart says things don't really change for Delp or anyone else for that matter. Everyone on the team will have to step up. A lot will also ride on receiver Ladd McConkey and his health. He didn't play the first 4 games of the season with a back injury, but he is coming off his best game this year. He had the most receiving yards he's had all season with 58 at Vandy. Reporting from Everbank Stadium, Emily Gagnon, Atlanta News First.
Jen, I'm glad you brought that up. Georgia fans get so mad at me because I call it Florida, Georgia. They hate to hear it. But I went to high school and college in Florida. That's all I heard until I came here, Georgia, Florida. All right, guys, the Hawks are in Charlotte tonight getting ready to open their 2023-2024 campaign tomorrow night at the Hornets. How do players describe head coach Quinn Snyder now that they've had time to get to know him? That's ahead in sports.